What's up, guys? This is GTA IV Rocks 22, and I'm bringing you another episode of This is the Police. This is going to be episode 2 of the series, and let's just jump right into this. Alright, so apparently a retired police officer, Thomas Blaine, shoots a pregnant woman. That's not good. And city has no problems with racists. Okay, then.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Alright, guys, do I agree to help Kendrick, or do I refuse? Well, you know, he has daughters, and you don't want them to get, killed or anything, and, well, he did put himself in that position, but let's just agree to help Kendrick.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Alright, so let's go ahead and start off the day. And let's go to the map, because I'm not listening to that music. And I don't even know if it's copyright or not. Wait, looks like we got our salary, $1,200. And fire all black cops. Tomorrow is the deadline to fire all the black cops. Well, listen here, buddy. I'm not going to be able to do that for you there. But we got a disorderly conduct at Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. So we're just going to send Stovall, and Stovall, he's going to take care of it like a boss. And request at City Hall. So basically every 5 days you get to put in a request to either get a job slot for an officer, detective, get a SWAT upgrade, or a raise. This one, I'm gonna ask for a job for officer and detective slot because we really need that. Well, actually, let's go officer and SWAT upgrade. All right, robbery. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with stocking on his head entered nearby liquor store. Oh, that's not good. So we got Vandal, Foamy, oh, Forney, what? And then SWAT. And what sucks, you can only use SWAT once a day until you get upgrade, and once you get your first upgrade for SWAT, then you are able to call them twice a day. Alright, we got a fight. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Well, that's not good. So we got Ozaki and Robbins. And for the hell of it, Birch Jr. I'm not sure why I didn't fire his ass, but... Disorderly conduct report. Stovall, my man. You're an old fuck, but you're good. Yeah, I might as well go fire this guy's ass. Look at him. He's old. He looks old. I don't know. Can I fire him? Oop, that's City Hall. I guess he's not that old. Well, that's not good. Can't fire him illegally, because, you know, they'll always come back to haunt you when you do that. So that's no good. Look at this guy. Alright, the shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled. Sneaked up to the back door. The sticker man noticed the police present and took the cashier. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Alright, you in the mask, shut your face and drop your weapon. "Don't shoot, please! I need the money! I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. Alright, there are two ways out of the shop: in cuffs or in a body bag. Oh, no! No! Well, we got Forney down. Whatever, he's a piece of crap anyway. Jack, this year, the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features the teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me two of your finest marksmen? I really love to do well in the competition. Well, I guess I'll send you the two shitty officers, and they better come back good. All right, so we got a robbery. Let's send Vickers and Moser. From City Hall. It's a hot one today. And a lot of people are going for a swim. All right, I need to keep the City Hall, liking me, so I'm gonna send Bloomingdale. Yeah. But we gotta go ahead with this shift A. We need to hire another person for shift A because of Forney. Oh God, Tina. Look at this old bitch. 75? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That is definitely not gonna happen. Really? There was three of you. How didn't you guys catch them? Are you guys dumb? Oh, we got destruction of property, and I only have Stovall. Is there anyone gonna be available? Alright. Looks like alright, we got 3 frames. Oh, that was easy. Alright, so we don't have SWAT. So I don't know, we can hold up a little bit. Gotta wait until we get some good people available, like these two can handle it, hopefully. Don't have SWAT available, so hopefully they can take care of it. Alright, good. Fender caught, officers unharmed. Fender caught? Goody. And let's end the day. Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. And let's end the day.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo, but I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a Mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
All right, let's go off and start today. This is the second day in a row that no one asked for time off, which that's always good, and more officers. Okay, Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Okay. Does Yin Yang. Alright, so we got one more police officer. Look at this. 210. Let's hire her for shift A. And then we'll first see how many people we have in our personnel. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on shift A. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on shift B. So we'll hire another shift B. There we go. And we got a SWAT upgrade. So we will have them work 2 times a day instead of increasing efficiency by 50%, because you gotta have them work longer. Yeah, we definitely filled that one. Okay. Take down the gang in the next 4 days. The rest of the crap I don't need to know.
410A in progress.
So yeah, attempted murder. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. So that's not good. So we got Kochi. She can do it by herself. She's a boss. Report. And offender caught. Officer unharmed. Good. Now we got a carjacking in the suburb. We'll send Calhoun and Purdy. Or Calhoun and Austin. They can do it. Officer has determined the car thief's location. Alright, overtake the offender and block off the road. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire. Let's block the road. And caught. Awesome. We got a hostage situation. We got Kochi and Purdy on this. And a theft. Send Calhoun. Port hostage situation. Wow, false call. Yeah, I should have read that one. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts. Alright. I'll send you Subaki. Hopefully we'll get money out of this. Theft report. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Goody. And he assaulted a deadly weapon. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and then pulled out a gun and opened fire. That is no bueno. We got Kochi, Purdy, and Asano. Police cruiser has caught up to the perpetrator's van. Use a bullhorn and order the van to stop. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through a window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head. Alright, let go of the man right now. Awesome, that worked. We have all of our officers available. And let's end the day.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Rhodes Pierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kinda like this Rhodes Pierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Rhodes Pierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Alright, we got Martin Stett as our new deputy. There's a new movie opening today starring my favorite actor. Can you let me off so I can go? Hell no. Let's start this day off. Let's go to the map. And let's check out this new deputy thing. Alright, so we got the police academy, hire a snitch, buy names, barbecue, consulting detective, and buy in silence. Look at this. $50,000 to consult a detective who is an experienced but retired detective who will assist you in your investigations for a modest fee. That's expensive as hell. But police training. So this guy just needs to fail 3 assignments and we can fire his ass. That's probably what we're gonna do because he sucks.
9/11 in progress.
So we got theft. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Alright, we got Stovall alone on this. Ooh, we got attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. So let's get Spain and Vandal on this.
Looks like we have a situation.
The teens are standing around, smoking not far from the store, admiring the new shoes. It's time to return the shoes.
9/11.
Yep. Vendors caught, officer unharmed. Maybe these little petty ones I can just send Birch Jr. and he'll get some more experience in there. So I can get him from the 20 because that really sucks. Alright, today in Freeburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributors have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door to ensure that visitors do not bring their handheld cameras into the theater. Alright, let's send them Birch Jr., hopefully. Or, well, because he won't really be doing anything anyway. Alright, report on attempted murder. Offender caught, officer unharmed, civilians unharmed. That's good. Alright, we got an assault at the elementary school there. A young father deprived of his parental rights tried to pick up his daughter from school when he wasn't allowed access. He attacked a teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. That's not good. So we got Stovall and we got Bloomingdale. Have at her. City Center. Mr. Boyd, a very sensitive issue with our mutual friend Charlie Dill, said you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. Yeah, I'm not reading all that shit. He just wants people, so I guess let's give it to him. Why not? So we got Mafia assignment. We have something going down today at the engineering plant at 2209. We would not want any policeman crashing the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for such a request. Screw you, Mafia. It depends if I have officers available. If I have officers available, then yeah, I'm gonna crash that party. Spain, hopefully you can handle yourself over there. So Stovall and Bloomingdale, they got it, so that's good. Alright, Chief, we helped Ulrich by Beaver or whatever, and to thank us, he gave us Gennaro Crespo album, The Master True. Ozaki prefers glam, so he was really sad at the bar by the time the shift ended. Okay. Oh, we got $3,000 for that. So he was very sad. So did he quit? No, I don't think he quit. But all right. As the lights are on when the police arrive, the museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job for a couple weeks and he's worried he'll get fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down and he points out of the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. So let's come out with your hands up! That terrified and tearful young man holding the knife insists that he engaged in some kind of performance art and that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is starting to stab himself. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. We just want to talk. And there we go. That's how you deal with that. It's about to be 2209.
911 in progress.
Yeah, we definitely got people. So let's send Stovall, Spain, Grant, and Bloomingdale. Oop, they're asking for reinforcements. I can only give you one. Oh, looks like we get a psych test. And that is crap that I don't need to know. Fender caught, officers unharmed. Nice. Disappointed. Jack, we don't know why you did it, but we hope you had a good reason. Don't forget who your friends are. We don't want any more trouble. Okay. So, we're going to end the day. So, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more of this series, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me that you really enjoy this, and especially leave a like, because it'll tell me that you guys enjoy this series. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.